Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep into something really empowering.
Yeah.
How to learn English effectively. Especially if you're just starting out, a beginner.
Right.
Imagine you're like at the bottom of this huge language mountain. It feels a bit daunting. Our mission today, give you the map, the gear, based on some really solid expert advice. We want to cut through all the noise, give you a clear shortcut to actually learning the language well.
Yeah, and what's fascinating really is where this advice comes from. It's from Emma over at English with Emma Ingvid on YouTube. You might know her channel.
Oh, yeah, she's great. Very practical.
Super practical.
Yeah.
And her advice often, it goes against the grain a bit. It focuses on what you can use right now, makes it less intimidating.
Exactly.
So we're not just going to summarize her tips. We want to dig into why they work. What's the potent stuff, the aha moments behind them?
That's it.
Yeah.
We're zeroing in on Emma's top tips for beginners,
Yeah.
but going deeper, like an x-ray, Why do these tips work? How do they connect to, how our brains learn? And most importantly, how can you listening right now start using them immediately? This is all about practical application, putting it straight into practice.
Let's do it.
So first section, and this one, honestly, if you've ever felt just buried under the sheer number of English words, this is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Emma's first tip seems simple, maybe too simple. Prioritize common words.
Right. But it's how she applies it that's key.
Okay.
Her recommendation is very precise. Start with the top 50 most common verbs.
Just 50 verbs, not nouns, not adjectives, verbs.
Verbs first, because verbs are the engines, right? They're the action words. You can't really say much without them. And she points out something like 75% of everyday English sentences use one of these 50 verbs.
Wow, okay, that high.
Yeah. They're the absolute building blocks. You need them from day one to actually do anything with the language.
That feels like a huge weight lifted.
Seriously.
Thinking about a massive dictionary. It's terrifying. So, verbs like be, have, get, make, go.
Exactly. Say, see, think, will, want. Those ones. And she specifically flags have and like as very important.
Right, I could see that. They seem to pop up everywhere.
Yeah.
But maybe you could illustrate how versatile one or two of them are. Take have, for instance.
Sure. Have. Okay, the main meaning is possession, obviously. I have a book. Simple. But then think about experiences. I had a good time. Or obligation. I have to go. Meals. Let's have lunch. Even describing people. She has brown hair. It just keeps showing up in different ways.
Huh. Okay, yeah. Lots of uses for one word.
And get is another great example she uses. It's not just receiving, I got an email. It's also like becoming. I get cold easily. Or arriving. What time do you get home? Understanding. Do you get it? Or buying something? Where did you get that?
Wow.
And not just make a cake, but causing something. It makes me sad. Or decisions. You need to make a choice. Even earning money. He makes a lot.
So mastering these 50, it's not just 50 words, like unlocking hundreds of phrases.
Exactly. You're unlocking basic sentence structures, common expressions. These 50 verbs are the functional backbone, the drivers of everyday English.
That's like a total game changer, isn't it? Instead of memorizing random nouns like, I don't know, aardvark or chandelier.
Right, which you might not use for weeks.
Yeah, you focus on the words that actually do things. I remember trying to learn Spanish, starting with nouns, thinking, okay, I know mesa, but now what? This avoids that completely.
It really does. And connecting this to the bigger picture, learning these verbs first means you can start forming actual sentences right away. Simple ones, sure, but real sentences.
Like what?
I want coffee. I go home. I see the problem. I have an idea. You can express basic needs, make simple statements. You start communicating functionally. Instantly, which is huge for confidence. It's about functional ability, not just, theoretical knowledge sitting in your head.
So Emma's challenge is basically look at her list, see which of the 50 you really know and which are new.
Yeah.
And then just focus laser-like on learning the new ones.
Exactly. It's targeted, efficient. Instead of feeling swamped by everything, you have a clear, manageable goal. You're building that dynamic foundation, not just collecting words, but learning the engines of the language.
And I bet that feeling of actually saying something useful right away, that must be a massive confidence boost. Makes it feel real, achievable.
Totally. You're not just studying, you're communicating. Big difference.
That confidence thing, it leads perfectly into the next tip. And this one, it feels almost rebellious.
Yeah.
But also such a relief.
Yeah. Which one?
Emma says.
Yeah.
You don't need perfect grammar.
Ah, yes. That's a big one.
Seriously, when I first heard that kind of advice, I thought, wait, what? Won't I sound bad? Isn't grammar everything? But it's freeing.
It really is her core message. Communication first, grammar perfection later, maybe.
Yeah.
She's very clear. Beginners will make mistakes. It's going to happen. And that's okay. She literally says it's okay. The main thing, especially early on, is just, can people understand you?
If the message gets across, you've succeeded, even with errors.
Exactly. That's the goal for that interaction. A misplaced the or the wrong verb ending. If they understood you, you communicated. Win.
Oh, totally. I think everyone's been there, right? Stuck in your head, trying to build the perfect sentence before you dare speak.
That fear of sounding wrong. It's huge.
So this tip tackles that head on.
It does. And this brings up a really key question. How does focusing on communication over perfection actually speed things up?
Yeah.
Well, it removes that massive psychological barrier. The fear of mistakes is probably the single biggest thing stopping people from actually speaking.
It's true. You just freeze up.
Right. You're constantly editing in your head, worrying about rules. You end up saying nothing by just accepting imperfection, saying mistakes are fine, they're part of learning.
You give yourself permission to try.
Exactly. You jump into conversations sooner. You experiment. You learn from the mistakes. They become like data points for improvement, not failures.
That's a much healthier way to look at it.
Yeah.
Can you give us an example? Like a sentence with an error that still works, just to illustrate.
Sure. Emma's point really is that context and keywords do a lot of heavy lifting. So a beginner might say, yesterday I go park.
Okay, grammatically wrong. Should be went to the park.
Right. But do you understand what they mean?
Yeah, totally. They went to the park yesterday.
Exactly. Yesterday sets the time. Go park gives the action in place. The core meaning is perfectly clear even without the right tense or preposition. Or maybe he no like coffee.
Instead of he doesn't like coffee.
Yeah. But again, he, subject, no. Negation, like coffee. The object, you get the message instantly. Or even, I need water, please. Maybe it should be a glass of water, but the core request, understood.
So it's about getting the meaning across first. Like you're building a functional shelter, not a perfect palace, right at the start.
That's a great way to put it. The shelter works. It does the job. This whole mindset shifts what success means early on. It's not flawless accuracy that comes later with practice. It's effective communication now.
And that lets you start practicing sooner, having real interactions.
Way sooner. Less intermission, more experimentation, faster progress. It really greases the wheels.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk about something else that can feel pretty intimidating in English. Verb tenses.
Ah, yes. The dreaded 12.
Exactly. 12 tenses. Just saying, it sounds complicated. But here again, Emma offers this fantastic shortcut. Focus on just 3 to start. Phew, that feels manageable.
It's super strategic advice, designed to stop you from getting overwhelmed right at the start. Because yes, there are 12, but for basic everyday talking about time, you really rely heavily on 3.
Which 3?
The simple present, the simple past, and the simple future. Master these first. They let you talk about what usually happens, what already happened, and what will happen. Covers the basics.
Okay, makes sense. So let's break them down. Simple present first. What's that for? Like habits and routines.
Exactly. Habits, routines, general facts. Emma's example is, on Mondays, I work. It's
Yeah.
not about right now. It's a regular thing. Or facts, like, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, or schedules, the bus arrives at 8. And the key grammar point, for he, she, it, add an S. He works, she works, it works.
Got it. Simple present for routines and facts. Then what about things that are finished? Done.
That's the simple past. For actions that started and ended at a specific time before now, Emma uses yesterday I worked.
Okay.
Think time words like yesterday, last week, and 1999. For regular verbs, you add ed, worked, played, listened, but then you have the irregular ones.
Ah, yes. Go becomes went. Eat becomes ate.
Exactly. Those you have to learn them. But the simple past is crucial for telling stories, talking about what you did.
Right. And the future. Looking ahead.
Simple future, usually using will, Emma's example. Tomorrow I will work. It's pretty straightforward. You use will plus the basic verb.
What's it used for mainly?
Plans, predictions, maybe decisions made right now, like I think it will rain later, or okay, I will call you. Time words like tomorrow, next year, soon.
So what does this all mean for a beginner? If you get these 3 down, simple present, simple past, simple future,
Yeah.
how much can you actually say?
Honestly, A huge amount. You've got the tools to talk about your life, what you do regularly, present, what you did past, and what you will do, future. You can describe your day, recount an event, state a plan. It covers most basic communication needs about time.
That's pretty powerful. You can actually function.
Totally. You can place things in time. It lets you focus on getting your message across, using the vocabulary, without getting tangled up in really complex tense structures right away.
And the idea is build this solid foundation with these three.
Exactly.
And then once you're comfortable, you can start adding the others, like present perfect or whatever.
Precisely. It's scaffolded. Learn to walk before you try to run marathons. Master the basics, the ones you'll use constantly, then tackle the finer nuances. Much less frustrating, much more motivating. You're always using what you learn.
Okay, switching gears a bit. From speaking to understanding. Listening comprehension, which can be really tough for beginners.
Definitely.
And Emma's fourth tip here is, well, it surprised me a bit. It goes against what you might think. It's about how long you should listen for.
Ah, yes. The short listening advice.
Yeah. She says, listen for short bursts, like 10 seconds up to maybe a minute.
That's right. And crucially, she advises against long sessions, like watching a whole 2-hour movie in English if you're a beginner.
Why? Would an immersion be good?
Her point is, it's just too much. She says, it's difficult to listen to a movie in English for 2 hours. For a beginner, it's overwhelming, counterproductive even. Small, manageable chunks are way more effective.
That really resonates. I tried watching a movie in French once, way too early.
Yeah. How'd it go?
Disaster. It was like trying to drink from a fire hose. My brain just shut off after 5 minutes. Total overload, learned nothing except frustration.
Exactly. That's the fire hose effect. Emma's advice is about shifting from quantity, trying to absorb hours, to quality, focused quality.
So what are the benefits of these short bursts? 10 seconds? A minute?
Well, several things. One, you can actually focus. Your brain can concentrate fully for that short time, trying to catch sounds, words.
Okay.
2, it allows for repetition. You can listen to that same 30-second clip 3, 4, 5 times. Really drill down, catch more each time.
Okay. Can't really do that easily with a movie.
Not really. And 3rd, it prevents burnout. A minute feels doable. 2 hours feels like a huge chore you might put off. Short bursts make it sustainable, less intimidating.
So the goal isn't understanding every single word in that minute.
Not at all, especially at the start.
It's more like just catching a keyword or a phrase or understanding the general gist.
Precisely. Celebrate the small wins. I understood 3 words, or I got the main idea. It's about building those micro victories, building confidence.
Like building muscle.
Yeah.
Start small, get stronger gradually.
Perfect analogy. You build listening stamina incrementally. Focus intensely on short clips, maybe you replay them, then slowly increase the duration as you get better.
How can people actually do this, integrate it?
Oh, loads of ways. Language learning apps often have short dialogues. Listen to one sentence, pause, repeat.
Okay.
Find websites with short news clips or weather reports with audio. Listen to just the headline.
That's a good idea.
Even song lyrics. Listen to one verse over and over. Or if you're watching something in your own language with English subtitles or dubbing, pause it, just listen to one line in English. The key is short, focused, regular practice. Make it easy to do.
I like that. Making it easy, manageable.
Yeah.
Which ties into the 5th tip, which feels really powerful because it's so personal.
Okay.
And it says, learn English that is important for your life.
Ah, yes. Relevance. This is absolutely key.
It makes so much sense. It connects learning directly to your actual life, not some abstract school subject.
Exactly. She says, think about your routines, your family, your job. The English you need might be very different from the English I need. It makes it purposeful, grounded.
So instead of learning words for, like, rare animals or types of clouds,
Yeah.
unless you're a zoologist or a meteorologist, I guess.
Right. You learn the words you will actually use every day.
Can you give some of her examples again, just to make it concrete?
Sure. She breaks it down. Family words. Mother, father, sister, brother, children. If you talk about them, learn those words.
Makes sense.
Work words. Vocabulary for your specific job. If you're in IT, learn software, hardware, bug. If you're a nurse, learn patient, medicine, ward.
Right. Tailor it completely.
Totally. Then daily life stuff. Things everyone does. Brush your teeth, clean the house, make dinner, watch TV. These are immediately useful because you do them. You're labeling your actions.
Yeah. And I loved her specific mention of weather words.
Oh, yeah, that was smart.
She says, we talk about the weather a lot. which is so true. It's cold, it's hot, it's raining.
It's the universal small talk topic, isn't it? Learning those simple phrases gives you an instant way to start or join a casual conversation. Low risk, high frequency.
So, connecting this back,
Okay.
why is this personalized approach so effective? Why does it work better?
Well, relevance equals memory, basically. When words connect directly to your life, your job, your family, your actions, they're just stickier, more meaningful, easier to remember.
Because you have a context for them immediately.
Exactly. You're not just memorizing abstract symbols, you're using the language to describe your world. That creates stronger connections in your brain.
And it boosts motivation, right?
Yeah.
Because you see the immediate value.
So for you listening, the takeaway is actively think about your life. What are your routines? Who do you talk to? What's your job about? What topics come up for you?
Yeah. Brainstorm your personal life vocabulary.
It makes learning feel less like homework and more like building your own toolkit.
Precisely. Your personalized English dictionary. It's about efficiency. Focus on the words you will use most because they're part of your life. It makes the whole process more engaging and, frankly, more rewarding.
Okay, so we've got core verbs, embracing imperfection, key tenses, short listening, personal relevance, fantastic tips.
But they all kind of lead to this final one, the foundation. Emma's sixth tip. You absolutely must practice. Consistently.
The unbreakable rule.
Yeah, this isn't just a nice idea, it's the engine that makes everything else work. This is where the commitment comes in.
Absolutely. Practice isn't optional, it's essential, non-negotiable. And Emma's very specific about how to practice effectively. First, consistency.
Right.
A little practice every day is important, and she even suggests a target, 10 minutes of English every day.
10 minutes, that sounds incredibly doable. Not scary at all.
That's the point. Make it so easy you can't not do it. Avoids procrastination, builds the habit, it compounds over time.
Okay, so daily practice, even if short. What else?
Review. Crucial. Review new words often. She gives that example. Learn a word Monday, review it Tuesday, review it Wednesday.
Why?
Because as she says, to remember a word, you need to see the word many times. It's basically spaced repetition, fighting the forgetting curve. You need repeated exposure to move stuff into long-term memory.
Right, makes sense. Don't just learn it once and hope it sticks.
Exactly. And then the third piece, self-testing, active recall.
Not just passively reading the word again.
No, actively trying to retrieve it. She says, test yourself. Her simple method. Learn a word. Wait a minute. Then ask yourself, what was that word I just learned?
Forcing your brain to work.
Precisely. That effort of pulling it out of your memory is what strengthens the connection much more than just seeing it again. It's like exercising the memory muscle. You can also try using the word in a sentence or explaining it. Anything active.
So this combination, daily short practice, regular review, and active self-testing. It sounds simple, but how does it lead to big results over time?
The science is really solid here. Consistency stops you forgetting day-to-day stuff. Spaced repetition moves things from short-term to long-term memory effectively. And active recall builds strong retrieval paths so you can actually use the language when you need it.
It's like a three-pronged attack on forgetting.
Pretty much. They work together. It's not magic, it's just effective learning strategy. Small, consistent steps build that solid structure over time, like laying bricks for a house.
And Emma points people towards engvid.com for resources to actually do this practice, right?
Yeah, she mentions it as a great place to find materials. Vocabulary, grammar, listening, pronunciation, everything we've talked about.
So you can find exercises for the top 50 verbs, or simple tense drills, or short listening clips.
Exactly. It's a place where you can put these principles into action. Find quality material for that daily, consistent, active practice she recommends. Turn passive knowledge into active skill.
Okay, so let's pull this all together. Emma's approach to learning English for beginners. The big message seems to be, keep it practical, keep it personal, keep it consistent, and maybe most importantly, focus on communication first, not perfection. Let go of that fear.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
The real aha moments for me. Definitely the short listening bursts being better than long ones. That felt counterintuitive, but makes so much sense. And focusing on just those core verbs and tenses first. Such an efficient way to start actually speaking.
It's about being smart with your energy, isn't it? Targeted effort.
Yeah. So if we connect this to the bigger picture, what's the final thought for someone listening, maybe feeling overwhelmed about starting English?
I think the most empowering takeaway is that it doesn't have to be this massive, scary academic task.
Right.
Emma frames it as a series of small, doable, practical steps. Embrace the mistakes, focus on what you can use now, tailor it to your life, and just do a little bit consistently. It reframes the whole journey.
From daunting mountain to manageable path.
Exactly, where each small step actually gets you somewhere real, leads to communication, connection. It makes it an achievable, even enjoyable process.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Progress over perfection. And you can start right now. Just pick one thing from today, maybe list those 50 verbs or find a short audio clip.
Perfect starting point.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into unlocking English for beginners. We really hope you take these ideas, these nuggets, and run with them. Put them into practice in your own learning.
Yeah, give them a try.
Until next time, keep diving deep.